Boy.
Come on. Yes.
Listen, YouTube is fantastic.
Right.
Let me tell you, like, and this is not from the perspective of me doing a podcast that airs on YouTube, just from what I enjoy out of it.
Right.
I can watch, like, I'm a fan of pool, and I watch old matches. I can watch matches from the 1970s.
Right.
Like, these were never available before.
Right.
Before you have this company called AccuStats, and I'd buy them. I had boxes.
Yeah.
Old Buddy Hall versus Keith McCready in 1988, and I would watch those things because you learn how guys move the balls around the table. Those are impossible to find back then. But now you can get them on YouTube instantaneously.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I played that clip from Joe Rogan is because it's something that I resonate with. He's talking about pool and how it's something that interested him, and the only way he could watch these matches from the 70s was to order some VHS tapes off of some random website. Now, I don't know how we could possibly watch any of this YouTube content that we're about to watch or any of the other YouTube classic weightlifting content. Maybe we would have to do the same thing. I think Iron Mind is one of the most underrated channels on YouTube. You guys need to check it out and just go through the library and check out everything from the Bulgarian lifting to what we're about to watch here in the Big Lift series. But yeah, all of this stuff is available on YouTube. A lot of people ask me what my favorite streaming site is, whether it's Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, HBO Max, and I say none of those are my favorite. YouTube is. We are so blessed to have all of the weightlifting content at our fingertips. It's ridiculous. What an amazing thing. And yes, I have this bias because I'm a creator. But when I get home, the first thing I want to do if I have free time is pull up YouTube and consume YouTube. It's not to pull up HBO Max, though I like to watch that. If there's a new series, shout out House of Dragons, something like that, I'll watch that when I'm in bed, whatever. But for me, YouTube is a blessing. And this video that we're going to watch here, it's not that crazy, but I stumbled upon it last night. It's something I've never seen before. And it just, I had that feeling like, oh my God, how amazing it is that we have access to this type of stuff, especially if you are an absolute weightlifting geek like myself. So here's the video in question. It's Simon Kolecki. Now, I don't know how to pronounce his name, his first name. I forget how it's pronounced. I'm going to say Kolecki. I'm just going to call him that. If you guys know how to pronounce his name, the Polish people out there, please just like phonetically spell it in the comments section. But this video is Kolecki Asanidze, who's lifting right now, and Szymon Kolecki in the same room training. So I think Kolecki has 150 on the bar here. He's going to do some doubles. But Kolecki Asanidze, if you guys don't know, he is the coach of Lasha Talakhadze, who is the greatest weightlifter of all time. And he's currently lifting now. And, Kolecki was one of the best in the world during his time. I think he was a separate weight class. I think he was an 85 and Szymon was a 94. I know that. But it's just crazy that these two are lifting next to each other. And I never have ever seen this video. Obviously, this makes sense that, they're at the same world championships together. There is Kolecki right there, rocking the kind of baggy sweatpants, baggy shirt look. Like, these guys had the sickest looks in the training hall always. And this looks to be 150 as well. And I think he does a triple here, if not a quad at 150. And something I noticed, guys, watch his hands. They bump out when he catches. See how they slide out to the side? He's not purposefully doing that, but it's just something that happens with him. He kind of has this really straight back, I call it a tabletop posture, and then he brings his hips down and goes. I personally like that style of dynamic start. Yeah, dude, he's doing a quad here. When have you seen that in a training hall? Yeah, so he has this flat back position, brings his hips down. That's more my style right there. I love it. Okay, he's not doing a fifth, is he? He's doing a set of 5 at 150, right? Did I miss a rep? Hey, unreal. I got to make a video on this guy. I've been watching this guy lift since I started weightlifting. He hasn't been lifting when I started, but I watched these old videos of him lifting, and he's very motivating because he is kind of a longer, lankier, more athletic kind of looking dude. He doesn't really look like a guy that can do what he does. And that's something that I strive for. A lot of times people say, I can't believe, at your length and your build that you're doing what you're doing. Although relative to my weight class, it's not that great, but it's somebody that I always looked up to and always watched. So Kolecki was a Polish former Olympic champion weightlifter, current mixed martial artist. So he is in MMA right now. Silver medalist at the 2000 Olympic Games, Sydney, and a gold medalist at the 2008 Olympic Games in Beijing, both in the 94 categories. Now, if you guys know anything about weightlifting, maybe you don't know this, but 2008, Ilya Ilyin was the gold medalist. But there was some retroactive testing and they pulled Ilya Ilyin. The funny thing about this is, right, so in 2004, he was unable to participate in the Olympic Games due to a failed drug test. His B samples tested positive for the banned anabolic steroid nandrolone. However, in 2008, he returned to the Olympics and competed in the 94 category again. After the snatch portion, he was in 4th place behind Kazimir Akayev. Behind Ilya Ilyin, Askar Ibrahimi, I don't know who that is, and Nizami Pashayev. In the clean and jerk portion, he lifted 224, placing him in 2nd place behind Ilya Ilyin's lift of 226 kilos. He attempted a would-be Olympic record of 228, but was unable to make the lift. Ilya Ilyin was the original gold medalist, with Kolecki taking home the silver medal. However, in 2016, nearly a decade later, Ilya was suspended due to failed samples containing stanozolol, was disqualified from the 2008 Olympic Games, which is hilarious because they had already occurred, so you can't disqualify him. Anyways, as a result, Kolecki was awarded the gold medal. So, let's just summarize that for everyone out there. Kolecki banned from Olympics for doing nandrolone, 2004. He comes back a sober and natural athlete, learning how to lift just with a new style, new technique. Everything was dialed in, and he didn't need the drugs, and he got the silver medal. But bad guy Ilya, now he had sinazolol. So take that gold medal away from him and give it to the natural guy who ended up lifting more weight than he did when he was on gear. That's what we're supposed to believe. That's anti-doping for you. In weightlifting, in a lot of sports. Anyways, Kolecki was he is an MMA, a mixed martial artist. So I really want to dive into that a little bit. But first, I want to show you guys probably the greatest Kolecki video. No, this is the greatest Kolecki video of all time. So here we go. It's 1999 European Weightlifting Championships. This is in Spain, and he's facing off against a Kakiashvili, who I think, I always mess this up, but he's Georgian-born or Greek-born. His mother and father was either Georgian or Greece. I don't know. Someone always comments what this is. But anyways, he's at this time like the greatest guy. He is the best, the top dog, 94. Kolecki is 17 years old. Baggy ass t-shirt, standard Polish red singlet, Adidas, Addy Stars or whatever those are, and an absolute legend. Look at this kid. He's a child, 17 years old, snatching 170 here. Maybe a little bit more. Easy. So let's see here. Kaki comes back out, and it looks like it's 75, but 75. Now, we have the child to come back out. Again, look at how wiry and like long his build is. Yeah, at the time, Kakiashvili was a 2-time gold medalist, and this 17-year-old is just taking it to him. Crazy. Okay, so now we have 180. So look at the difference here, guys. This is, I teach, the way that I teach lifting is the style that Kolecki shows here, not the style that Kaki shows here. Kaki, he does basically like this bottom up kind of, it's a dynamic start, but it's bottom up. You can see, hips low, pulls them up and goes. Okay. He ends up missing that. I like the version that Kolecki does here, and I talked about it in the previous video with him and Georgie. But he starts with this tabletop position right here. Well, first he bends his knees. I love this. This is how I usually set up. Then he lifts the hips, tabletop straight, brings the hips down. Huge, massive, with the looks too. Looks to the side. Second attempt here, 222.5. They used to have 0.5 increments in weightlifting. Same thing, tabletop position here. Then he brings his hips down and he starts. Yeah, just a freak. I mean, this is this is a child prodigy. This is like the Lasha of this weight class. I don't know if things were different. If things were slightly different, he would have been as dominant as a guy like Kakiashvili. And now we got a power jerker. Bop. That's one of the most legendary power jerks in the sport that has ever existed. Not a split jerk, not a squat jerk. He's getting that bar up high. All right, 225 here, 17 years old. 17 years old. This will put him at a 405 total. What, dude? Huge grind. Watch the twist. He's got to step out a bunch. This jerk is just grit. Look at this. And he takes a little bobble here. Step. Look, he looks to the side. An absolute legend. 6 for 6, 7 junior world records. Insane. Beating Kakiashvili at 17 years old to win the gold medal. Like that, it doesn't get any better than that. But anyways, we're gonna look at something that not many people know about. So he switched over to mixed martial arts. After getting a mixed martial arts record of 6-1, Kolecki was signed to KSW. He made his promotional debut against Mariusz Pudzianowski.
sexy formation. So sexy, it's hot.
How epic is that shit? Okay? Unbelievable child prodigy weightlifter versus an unbelievable strongman. Okay? We're talking about Pudzianowski here. Not just any strongman. The most jacked strongman in history. Okay? This is sick as fuck. We gotta watch it. We're gonna watch it. Look at how absolutely yoked Pudzianowski still is. Hey! Oh! Body lock. Goes for the takedown. He's got overhook, underhook. So he kind of lands right there. Pudzianowski does a good job of getting body lock here. Check that out. Gets the body lock. And then Kolecki goes for this like Uchimata type thing. Yeah, that's an Uchimata with that overhook on the right arm. Hey! Oh, and he keeps spinning. That's all right. Gets up. Still has that big overhook, kind of like a whizzer. Overhook, underhook, up against the cage. Kolecki with the knees. Both underhooks up against the cage. It's not a good position for Pudzianowski. Oh, wait, nope. He doesn't have that left underhook. Dude, these knees have to be devastating. I've heard that like wall work is super, like it gasses you out so much. Dude, he's a talented dude. Like that Uchimata attempt and like, yeah, they're flailing around, a little bit, but they definitely know what's going on. Like these are trained dudes. Oop, outside trip. Now he's just leaning against him. Ooh, that's a cup shot. Ooh, nice leg kick there from Pudzianowski. He's trying to shoot. Kolecki wants to wrap up that left leg. Or right leg. Snap down here. Snap him down. Oh. Oh, good shot. Nope. Hey. Oh, and we're going to trade off again. They're both gassed. Pudzianowski definitely more than Kolecki. This is also the most jacked that Kolecki's ever been. Ooh, nice teep. Nice. There we go. Hey. Oh, you know what? That was the leg injury. Watch Pudzianowski's right leg. It gets trapped on the floor. Right there. See it? On the takedown. There. Ooh, boy. Anyways, guys, that's the internet for you. That's YouTube. YouTube reigns supreme right now. I mean, it's, as far as content goes, like it's just the most entertaining ever. You got the IWF doing IWF stuff, saying that Ilyan is a bad dude who takes drugs, but the guy who got caught taking drugs in Kolecki, well, no, he's sober now, even though he's lifting more weights, and he becomes the gold medalist. So, yeah, that's the video today. I don't know where I'm going. I hope you guys liked it. Please subscribe.